Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Famous Among the Barns. I am Sean, and I am here in the Hood County Jail in Granbury, Texas. And we are actually inside the jail right now. You can see, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tour around here, tell you a little bit of what we've learned. But we have been taking a tour here of the prison. So let's go take a look around. So you see, here we are. This room was actually the women's cell, from what we were told. And here is a list of women who had served time here. There's the bed. You see, there's the clerk's file docket. If you see this one, it's kind of hard to see what it says there, but it says the nature of the offense was willfully killing and wounding a hog. Yes, little prisoner.
I'm not a prisoner.
Then what are you doing in a jail cell? Oh no, I'm sorry. You've got a star. You've been deputized. There's Kara, and there is the other deputy. If you see, he's been sworn in as well. If you see, there is the toilet, and it was right there. So here we are in the men's cells, and if you see, I mean, this is just, it's very intense. There's a very odd feeling about being in here. See this right here, they would lift and slam down. And it's much louder than what you just heard right there, but that would lock the cells. Here we are taking a look inside the cells. Each cell, you see how tiny it is, but they said was built to hold 4 people. So let's step in here, take a look. You see you've got the 4 beds. Walk out here. So once you were out of the cell, there was actually another cell that you were still in that was locked. So there were 2 cells. Here's the bathroom and the sink where you could come out, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth in the morning. They've got all kinds of interesting things on the walls here about escape attempts. Here is actually someone writing an account of their escape. See, here is one of the cells that they've got locked.
There's something in there.
Yeah, and if you look, this made me jump the first time I saw it, but there is a prisoner in that there cell.
It's not real.
No, it's not real. So here you are. You had a cell inside a cell. Hayden got locked into it a little bit earlier. So did Caitlin, for crimes against humanity. So let's walk around on this side. Now you notice all of these patched up areas. One of the docents here was telling us, look at this, we're gonna walk back behind the cells. But a lot of these patched up areas were actually where escape attempts were made. It's really hard to see right here. We're in a really dark area. So I'm gonna walk back over towards the light. You'll get a better view of it from this side. If you look right here, this is an area where someone tunneled through, and now it's all patched over. Here's a spot where someone attempted to tunnel through. And here is another. Here we can see through into the cells again. Hello, deputy. And this is just, I don't know, it's very intense, and I'll tell you why. When you come in here, this room, if you look straight up, you see how high the ceilings are. And the reason
Go further.
the ceilings are so high, if you look right here, here's a picture of what it used to look like. This is the gallows room where they would carry out the executions. And that is a picture of the gallows that used to be right in this corner. So the docents said that if you are a believer in the paranormal, that this is a very, very active building because there were so many hangings that took place right here. Yes?
They're looking for something.
What are you looking for?
A badge.
A badge? Oh, what do we got? We got a criminal there. Yeah, so executions took place in this room. Oh, and another little criminal wearing a badge. Criminal with a badge. How did you fall so far? And look, you've got all these stories here of arrested for murder and the Mitchell Truitt feud. There's a story of a death warrant signed right there. So let's go see what else is downstairs, but this is the upstairs area of the Hood County Jail. So the area we're going into now was the living quarters, and they said there used to be a large door right here, kind of like what was blocking the cells. You see some keys right there. And the family, I guess, of the sheriff and his family would have lived back here. You see, now they've turned it into a museum. And come around back here, this room was the master bedroom. And they've got all kinds of artifacts in here. So you've got Hood County teacher school bells.
Okay, Rudy.
All right.
Nice talking with you. I only came to visit. But I don't mind doing the tour.
And there's just so much amazing history here. They said if you go around some of the museum, there's information on Jesse James because he used to come to Hood County and here into Granbury as well. And look, there's information on the Crockett's. But this is where the some of this is the living quarters. And they said part of this didn't used to be here, that it was actually part of an outdoor courtyard.
It also said that the kids shared a room and there was 9 of them.
So 9 kids shared a single room.
I know what it's like sharing a room with one, so I can't imagine with 800 kids in there.
So not everything in here, as you see, is jail related. Some of it is just Hood County artifacts. You see they've actually got some arrowheads in here. Square nails that were used in early building. See these old bottles. Some native regalia. Animal bones. This artifact here is an Indian cracking bowl where they would grind grain.
Do you see the? You see that Bigfoot?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Is that a
Dinosaur.
dinosaur track?
Yeah.
Wow.
They found that here in the county.
And they say that these were actual scalps.
Yes.
Those there are actual scalps.
What?
And then step back into this area. You see we've got a little bit more of what the domestic life was like. Sewing machine. The stove. An old spinning wheel.
What is the thing we were looking
Look at the old clothing. It's just a really remarkable place to visit. So here is the outside of the Hood County Jail. There's the tower that we were up in. You see, if you come out here, really reasonable. It's just $2 for adults, $1 per child. Got this courtyard area. Just kind of coming around here because we were in that spot where the hangings took place. And that was right up there. You see they've put like a ghost in the window. And you can see here as well some of the old iron bars. Now there's one other part of the tour that we're going to go check out that they said to make sure to see, and that is the old log cabin, which is right next door. So let's step over there and see that. Now it's interesting because this says that the tall front section was to have a gallows, but that no hangings have occurred here. That's not exactly what they were saying inside, so I don't know what the case is. Even if they didn't, it's still a very odd feeling to be in a place that was designed with that purpose in mind. And here is the cabin. And I don't really know a lot of details about this cabin. It doesn't look like you can go in and look around.
We were going over that way because there was a giant bird.
And you said there was a big bird?
There was a sizable crow up in the tree.
So here is this log cabin. Like I said, I don't really know what the history of this is. I know they mentioned that the first jail was in a log cabin and that prisoners actually had to be shackled to the ground. I don't know if that is this place though. See, it's got that the lucky horseshoe over the front. So again, this is the Hood County Jail, and it's in downtown Granbury. So that is going to bring our tour to an end. This was really an amazing experience. If you ever find yourself in Granbury, it's a town that is just full of history. You walk around on the square and there are historical markers everywhere. There's actually a sign that greets you as you come into town that says where Texas history comes alive. So this is an incredible city to visit. It is full of history and stories, and this one was just amazing. It's really remarkable. So again, if you get the chance to come out and see it, I would absolutely recommend it. And until I see you again, keep looking for stories.
Bye.